just wanted to do a CPU tournament again, just so I could work on ranking and stuff tomorrow, because I still haven't really finished the ranking. But yeah, you can't really see in the top left corner, I mean if you can, I do have a message from Captain Falcon from the last tournament. Looks like this was on his way home from the Contest of Champions. Or I guess the pre-Contest of Champions is what I'm calling it now. But yeah, I do have a message from Falcon. He was on his way home, it looks like. Had to pass through Midgar. He had said something about somebody hired Cloud, so don't really know what happened. Yeah, it looks like they are fighting, so maybe someone did hire Cloud, but he didn't say that he knew who it was. This is outside of tournaments, so none of this counts in ranking or anything. It does look like Captain Falcon is ahead of this fight, so allow me to display real fast. Yeah, why would they fight Midgar is my question. Guess because Falcon had to go through there, obviously, but why not wait until it doesn't seem like it'd be Cloud if he went to like Dreamland, although this be my idea, but still at Cloud. Still have no idea who hired Cloud though. It does look like Cloud's not going to win this thing. Or maybe. I mean, he is doing a lot of Falcon here. He has gained the lead actually in the stage fight, so definitely has the lead now. I don't know what that was, but it seemed to get Cloud off the ledge and be successful. Speed forward, hard side special in the air, and it seemed to push Cloud into the ground. And Falcon wasn't even in the same hatch for uniform, he was walking home in his regular clothes, so doesn't look very great for him, however. He is down by a lot. However, Higher Cloud did a pretty good job of finding someone to try and kill Falcon, that's for sure. Gives a little climb hazard to return to stage. Takes second stock swell. I mean, obviously Falcon doesn't die when he sent me the message, but it doesn't look great. And that looks like Falcon kind of made a comeback here. Didn't get hit too much in between Cloud's second stock there and Cloud's final stock. He's kind of gained the lead back. Cloud could get limit at least one more time, so looks like he's going for it. He does get it. Techs a hit as well as does a limit climb hazard. Definitely a close game. Some kind of a mind game there. Seems to work. It's the old Falcon special, it looks like, where they parry the first hit, but they never parry the second hit, and they never win. And yeah, I don't know who would want to kill Falcon. Guess we're gonna have to figure that out later this season of championships for the CPU tournament. But yeah, now it's time for the actual tournaments to begin. So I just need to set it up real fast. Just wanted to show that message from Falcon. The last 4 winners from the tournament, so that's Falcon, Bowser, Ganon, and Piranha Plant, are all not allowed to enter this tournament here. So let's see, Plant is trying to sneak in, but that looks like that's it. Let me go back. Yeah, Plant cannot actually enter this tournament. I believe that's the only one that can in this list. Falcon also tried to enter the tournament, so I guess I gotta go back one more time. Choose your fighter. So that's not regular Falcon, that's different Falcon. And Bowser's now tried to enter and actually can't. Pretty sure I just need to pick with my eyes closed at this point. If it's actually Ganon this time, then I'll allow Ganon to enter this tournament. It's like 1 out of 74. Okay, it's not Ganon, it's Peach. I don't think Peach has actually been in a tournament. I messed up the title, but it's fine. Yeah, for game 1, they are shuffled already, kind of, because of how they entered the tournament, and they were all random, so that's enough shuffling for me. Game 1 is Donkey Kong versus Young Link here. I believe this is both of their first times entering the tournament. There was like 47 different characters that have been in the tournament so far. I don't know what the maximum is because I'm counting like Pokemon Trainer Male, Wii Fit Trainer Male, Wii Fit Trainer Female, Pokemon Trainer Female, both not made an appearance in the tournament. And then I also have like 3 Mr. Game & Watch. Some alternate colors are different characters, but most are the same character. Like, for example, Donkey Kong. And this would be considered one character. Yeah, it looks like Young Link definitely has some pretty big advantage here at the beginning. 53% lead now. Donkey Kong definitely shortened it out with all of the damage that he did there out of that small combo. But he also used Young Link's bomb against him, so Young Link got vengeance on the bomb, I guess, there. He still is ahead, so Donkey Kong's not giving him too much trouble. We're gonna follow up on the down air spike, but didn't. Actually takes the first stock with a back throw. You can't really gimp Young Link on the stage with cargo forward throw underneath the stage and cargo back throw underneath the stage. So Donkey Kong's sitting at 197%. I was going to say, but now it's 0%. Both of them on their second stock, they only get 51%. So Donkey Kong actually had 50% lead there, but then increased it to 71.3%. Now it's a stock, so it's definitely a quick stock from Donkey Kong. This could be one of the best comebacks that we've seen from the beginning. Because Donkey Kong was behind almost like 60 points at the beginning, or 60% at the beginning, and now it's made it where he has a stock advantage over Link, as well as some percent, about, I would say, like 47, or not 47, 37. Link on his tournament stock here, 86.9%, Donkey Kong 2 stocks at 35%. Now Link is sitting at 101.4, or I mean Young Link, but not that much of a difference, other than how they function and how they look, so I guess they're very different. Kong is able to recover as Link getting an edge guard there. Goes for the forward arrow though, gets interrupted by Boomerang there. Footstool's Link, but on stage for some reason. And up tilt to take the stock. Donkey Kong advances to round 2. I believe this is Donkey Kong's first win, so I also think this is the first time he's ever entered a tournament. It'll definitely be interesting to see a new tournament winner that's not Captain Falcon. I still don't know who would try and hire Cloud to get Falcon.
2, 1, go!
Don't know if it'd be someone that he beat, or maybe somebody that's seated next to him like Ganondorf or Bowser. Because Ganondorf is second place overall, Falcon's definitely first place overall. Bowser's third place, and Piranha Plant is first. And that's all the places that I have right now. Although I do have a lot of the stats done for all the characters. I'm gonna have to reset the stats after this tournament though. So that'll give me something to do tomorrow. Because if you don't know, I am having surgery on my left ear. And they're basically, alright, just don't really want to think about surgery right now. Other than to say that I won't be able to stream tomorrow most likely, unless I do it in the morning. And even then I probably won't be able to stream for long, so... If I feel like streaming after the surgery, then I'll stream, but I might not. So that's why I've been trying to get a couple of things done today and haven't streamed that much. I did a lot of streaming yesterday to try and get some videos for Monday and then possibly Tuesday. Well, I don't think I have a video for Tuesday, so I might have to throw something. Probably a CPU tournament, I guess. Yeah, Roy finally lost a stock there, and Mewtwo did a wall jump straight to Roy's up special. Roy has a 77.6% lead on Mewtwo, both are on their second stock. But Roy takes that stock for now. He has a 1 stock lead. Mewtwo does a bunch of back airs to try and take the stock, although it doesn't really work. I believe a 4th back air actually might have killed Roy there, although Mewtwo didn't follow through. Roy trying to keep the stock, although Mewtwo's trying to take it by teleporting, so he's not really doing anything. Roy does get attacked from the up air, so he is able to recover. I think Mewtwo's just trying to show off that he can wall jump on Kalos Pokemon League. Although he does take Roy's stock there, so now Roy only has a 51.8% lead. That's a major difference. Mewtwo wall jumps for an up air there. Actually closes the gap between Roy and Mewtwo by a lot there. And even takes the lead now, although Roy takes it back by 0.2%. Mewtwo now has the lead, although Roy is trying to take the forward air. Gets a forward air and a back air to take the lead. Mewtwo with a neutral air tries to follow up into down air, although it doesn't connect. Mewtwo with an up throw for the kill. I don't know if you could DI that, or if Roy was holding up or down or something like that, but Mewtwo is actually advancing on to round 2, which is pretty surprising as Mewtwo wasn't really trying there, it looked like. He was just kind of flailing around. But now we have Duck Hunt versus Simon. So, I believe Simon was in the first tournament and was eliminated by Falcon, so it could definitely be a problem here for Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt also made a few tournament entries so far. I think he's made 2. So he was in today's tournament, that was earlier. And I believe he was in the 3rd tournament as well, although I'm not sure on that. Yeah, Simon has a pretty big lead at about 80% here. Now about 100%, so Duck Hunt does have a long way to go before he can make the lead disappear from Simon. He could also just skimp Simon, which is a pretty easy thing to do. I feel like it'd be pretty easy to do on the stage as well, although jab doesn't really have a good launch angle to try and get Simon, as Simon can easily recover from the jab. Simon's actually playing pretty aggressively, and Duck Hunt's playing pretty spaced out, although started to play aggressively for a minute there. Duck Hunt's actually trying to play like Duck Hunt for once, and Simon's playing the aggressive, which is very good against Duck Hunt, although sometimes it doesn't work. Simon sitting at 103.7%, Duck Hunt at 36.8%. Duck Hunt's on the second stock, Simon's on the first stock still. Area up tilt, but Duck Hunt air dodges the back air. Simon able to avoid the can and recover. Unable to avoid that can, does his stock. Duck Hunt 67.1%, Simon at 0%, both on their second stock. Do I have any water in this? I do have water in this, so we're good. I can't drink water after midnight though, and it's currently, my computer allows me to see it, 10:30, so we still have some time. I would say by the time this stream's over, it'll be 11. Or somewhere around 11:30, so. Simon has a pretty big lead once again. Duck Hunt can play aggressively and get 2% on Simon, although it doesn't do that, so I guess Simon's going to be at 15.7% at second stock. Duck Hunt at 0% on his tournament stock. I believe if Duck Hunt wins this game, this would be his first win. If not, then it'd be his second. Duck Hunt's never made it semifinals or finals, so. Does get hit by his own can there, although it does a lot of damage to Simon. Simon's lead definitely not looking as big as it once was. Duck Hunt places a can and tries to get a read on Simon, and it did work, and then hits him with another can. Simon really just can't seem to avoid them. Lands the back air though on Duck Hunt. Simon at 0% on his tournament stock, Duck Hunt at 83.2% on his tournament stock. Duck Hunt able to tag the neutral air. It's definitely a close game here. Simon trying to land a forward tilt, but misses most of them. Simon really just needs to get the kill on Duck Hunt, as this fight has been going on for a pretty long time, and he is able to do it. Pretty sure that fight was like 5 or 6 minutes.
I vanquish the darkness!
The darkness of Duck Hunt has been vanquished. Yeah, 4 minutes and 18 seconds. I'm used to like a minute and 30-second fight, so that's why I consider that to be a long fight. But now we have Samus versus Blue Mr. Game & Watch, so this is a new competitor. They are fighting at Prison Tower here, so you need to be careful for this first phase, not to go to the blast zone. Game & Watch actually has a pretty early lead here. I'm just gonna call him Blue. Samus sitting at 65.1% to Mr. Game & Watch's, or I guess to Blue's 23.9%. Gets the forward. I guess that would be forward special there. Sam is sitting at 127%, Game & Watch at 60.7, now 70.7. Although down air does take Samus's first stock. Blue is at 70.7 still. Did some kind of a dash dance in the air, that's pretty impressive, but gets a few hits on Samus there. Charges up smash center stage, and Samus doesn't fall for it. We definitely need to be careful there and was able to recover safely. Though it was pretty bad if it didn't work. Slide special was not the 9 that Blue needed to be able to take a pretty early stock. In this championship series, we've not seen a Falcon Punch, 9, or a Warlock Punch, so definitely want to see something like that in one of these tournaments eventually. Game & Watch lands the up smash. Samus at tournament stock, 0%, but Blue is at 30.2%. Samus goes for a grab, but misses. Gets dash attack though. And the second hit of up air, I believe. Although I don't know how many hits up air has for Samus. Blue's just trying to take stock here without losing his. Samus at 64.0%. Yeah, it's definitely one of the closer sets for Game & Watch to get a 2-stock in. Gets the up special. But I believe that would have been 9, although Game & Watch missed, so didn't connect, obviously. Samus sitting at 109%, our Blue sitting at 110.1%. Air dodges the feather grab, I guess, and then punishes the air dodge with an up smash, so Blue takes that. At 110% second stock, gets Samus. Definitely didn't expect Game & Watch to win there, although doesn't mean that I wasn't going for him. Now we have Villager versus Greninja. Villager starting off with the up air 4 there. Tries to follow up the up smash with another up air, although it was only 1, and it also didn't connect, so guess that was good. Didn't really get punished for the combo from Greninja or anything. Greninja seems to kind of be spacing out Villager, although it doesn't really work against Villager. Especially because Greninja plays aggressively and Villager plays kind of zony sometimes, but can play aggressive. Greninja at 79.6%, Villager at 28.3%, both on their third stock. On their first stock, I mean, but not their third. Greninja's trying to see if he can get a hit in, although it's not really working against Villager. Villager is able to recover from the up special. Greninja has gotten a few hits here. Not enough to gain the lead, but definitely our Villager pockets the Water Shuriken actually, so that definitely would have helped Greninja more than it would have hurt. Villager is able to recover with his frozen recovery. Lands the Water Shuriken final hit, so it is able to kill Greninja. Greninja at 0 at second stock, Villager at 91.8% on the first stock. If you can't tell, I'm actually going for Greninja, because I hate Villager, but yeah. Greninja is able to get the kill with an up smash at 22.6% for Greninja, and Villager at 119%. Still be Greninja's game, although it definitely needs to not Shadow Sneak off the side and die. Villager kind of seems to be playing pretty aggressively against Greninja, and Greninja's trying to play defensively, which doesn't really work with Greninja. Lands the forward smash, takes the stock. Villager at 34.3%, Greninja at 0% on permanent stock. Greninja's Shadow Sneak is actually very good against Villager, because they can get behind Void Rocket spam. Or at least that's why I think Greninja's a really good Villager counter pick. Almost pops both of Villager's balloons for an early kill, although it's able, or it accidentally hits Villager there, so. Greninja at 95.3% tournament stock, Villager at 64.2% on second stock. Up tilt into up air from Greninja. Lands the back air. Misses the Shadow Sneak and avoids the... Doesn't avoid the forward smash, I was going to say avoids the forward air with the Shadow Sneak. I actually believe that was up air, not forward air. The forward air happened after the up air. But yeah, Villager is moving on to round 2. And will have to fight either Shulk or Zero Suit. This depends on who wins this game.
3, 2, 1.
Wispy Wood's making his first tournament appearance this tournament. I actually need to seed Wispy, I haven't done that yet, so... He's gotten, what, 2 kills, I believe? So that actually sets him ahead of some characters. I haven't done kills, though. I believe there are a few characters that haven't gotten any kills in CPU Championship. Yeah, Schultz sitting at 31%, Zero Suit at 101.1%. Schultz switches to Smash Art, so that way you can get a pretty early kill. Forward air, or not forward air, but I believe that was nuclear, he's not able to get the kill though. Schultz able to get a footstool and Zero Suit up there at like the same time, but Schultz is still able to recover. Can't really seem to kill Zero Suit though, even though she's at 127.2%. Definitely getting in some damage against Schultz though. Schultz able to land an up tilt for the kill. King DDDS started to spectate in the background. His scene is playing. Tether grab. Misses the down special, although is able to tether back to ledge. Not seeing the Zero Suit down special land off stage for a spike, but I've only landed one in Ultimate actually, so I know it is a pretty hard move to land. Footstool Schultz for the kill, and the recovery. Doesn't technically count as Wispy's kill as Schultz wasn't pineapple, but it's definitely close. Neutral specials into forward, I guess I was forward special there. Closer just trying to get in some damage. Zero Suit trying to take the lead, Schultz trying to maintain the lead. Insable to do though, 14 seconds. It's only about an 8% lead now. Or now it's even a 6% lead. So Zero Suit could still come back from this. And is able to get the lead by 2% for a few seconds there. Loses stock pretty early to Schultz up special though. Didn't even confirm. Zero Suit really needs to get this stock if he wants to try and get some momentum for the lead, but doesn't seem like he's going to be able to. Shulk at 138.8% on the second star. Oh down, he's at 0% on tournament star. Zero Suit is at 56.2% on tournament star. Zero Suit was able to get a kill with the up special. I mean, not up special, up smash. Shulk goes off stage but recovers for some reason. Zero Suit lands an up tilt and a back air, but misses the Zero Suit special. Definitely could have gotten a combo out of that when it landed. Almost lands a down back below short forward air so it doesn't connect. Zero Suit up tilt, it's able to keep Shulk off, although Shulk does counter Zero Suit's next up special. Zero Suit's still able to recover even though Shulk's up tilting and forward airing Zero Suit off stage a lot. DDD is just kind of floating in the background, but it's fine. They're both playing pretty close underneath Wispy's Terra Pools, and they do need to be careful. Shulk's backslash with smash is going to be able to take it. Zero Suit was at 120% there, so it's not too surprising. Shulk will move on to round 2 now. How long was that fight? 4 minutes and 15 seconds? These fights are definitely pretty slow. I mean, Falcon was able to get a minute 45 on one, so he is seeded number 1 though, so kind of a lot to look forward to. But Daisy versus Rosaline as the next fight, or I guess Rosaline versus Daisy for going in order of the placement on the bracket. We have seen Daisy in tournament, but I don't think we've actually seen Rosaline and Luna in tournament, so it's definitely going to be fun to watch them, I think. Heard that they don't really do well in CPU tournaments though, so I'll have to see. Doesn't look like they're doing too great. They're at a 2% disadvantage for Daisy right now though, so still pretty early though. You never know with Luna. Doing that forward special there, although the counter from Daisy only hits Luna. Daisy's been continuing to get small leads, but now it's about 20% lead, which is still technically a small lead in my opinion, but now Rosalina actually has a lead. He has about a 0.3% lead now. Daisy does take it with the turn up. Gets 3 hits out of the turn up, now 4. Misses that last turn up grab there. She's floating at the top of Pokemon Stadium for some reason. Back air from Luna misses. Down air from Daisy connects though. Another down air. And another down air, but Rosalina is still living on 182.2%. Daisy's at 134%. Neither of them really can get a kill here. But Rosalina actually gets the first kill with down smash. Rosalina seems to be actually doing pretty fine for being at 108 or 109.7% or 189%. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But then kind of stop myself. Can't really talk because my mouth's pretty dry and I don't have any water. Don't really have time to refill my drink though in the middle of this. Daisy kinda needs to regain the lead. He does down throw to up special, which I didn't know was actually a combo. I always do down throw to back air, but I believe down throw to back air actually has done more damage. It can kill sometimes at launch. It's kind of character specific. Like if it's Pichu, it might be able to kill, as long as it's a true combo. But most of the time it won't be a true combo whenever it's able to kill. Rosalina with the down air for the kill. But yeah, sorry if I haven't been kind of commentating a lot. For this one's kind of been boring to watch. It's just that fights have kind of drug on for a while. It's kind of hard to move. I don't have the fan on, but I probably need to go put on a mouse dry. And I'm still kind of nervous about surgery tomorrow, so that's why I'm not calling through that. I don't really talk a lot when I'm nervous. But yeah, it's also, what time is it? No, it should be like 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's 10:50 here, so pretty tired as well. Daisy at 69.8%, Rosalina and Mima at 18.6%, both on the tournament slots. Definitely didn't see Daisy in the position where she is right now. But Rosalina and Mima definitely won't be able to get any type of hits here or anything like that. Yeah, down tilt from Rosalina does connect. Daisy did two side specials though. Kind of starting a combo. This could be some momentum for Daisy. It definitely does need it. Back air did connect there. Up air connects. Dodging Rosalina by staying on the left side of the stage. Misses the down smash, and the up air hit Luma, so it doesn't really do anything. Daisy's turned this about 70% lead into about a 38% lead, so definitely could come back from this, although she is sitting at a pretty high percent. Neutral air does connect. Misses the forward smash. Lands the forward air though. It does a lot of damage surprisingly. The back air connects and actually sets Daisy in the lead by 3% now. Or really it's about 2%. The forward smash connects that time though for the kill. It was the frying pan, so I don't know if that changes the hit or anything, so I don't know how their forward smashes work, even though I played Daisy for like 13 hours. But yeah, I don't really know how that works. I didn't really expect Daisy to win there after that beginning, although she was able to get a comeback there. Rosalina was at 130%, so it doesn't really matter what damage forward smash did. It should have been able to kill it like 100%, so Ryu doing the fire beacon to start things off, though Peach got the lead. Peach wins this, she will actually have to fight Daisy in round 2. Ryu continuing to try and land a fire beacon, although it's getting some combos from tilts. Tries to do down air into Dukin, although it doesn't connect on Peach for some reason. I believe it's from DI, but I'm not really sure. Ryu sitting at 126% to Peach's 79.9%. Almost dying there to dash attack from Peach at the ledge, so you do need to be careful playing at the ledge at high percents. Lands the forward tilt though. Ryu's now at 174.5%, still living. Footstool into float from Peach, although it doesn't do anything out of it, so Ryu punishes. Ryu with the up smash actually gets the first kill at 174.5%. Peach at 0% but on the second shot. Ryu still on first shot. Parries the final hit of down air there. And forward air is able to take it from Peach. So now Ryu's at second shot with about an 18.9% lead. Both hits of up tilt do connect, although doesn't follow up too badly from it. Peach could definitely come back from this. I'm kind of going for Peach, but I want to see Peach fight Daisy, but I wouldn't mind if we won. The fire dude not really doing much to Peach, as she did parry it. Peach actually takes the lead though, with help of the turn up. Fire dude connects there and there, although it doesn't get the lead back from Peach. A Shoryuken would kill Peach though, although it doesn't connect on the sweet spot, so. Peach kind of just floated above and used down special there, and takes the stock though, and Ryu takes the stock back, so they're both in their tournament stock. Peach with a 6.4% lead now, although Ryu quickly takes it. Definitely seeing some weird combos and strings from Ryu here. Daisy does the second to third hit of down air and she forward smash. So, actually, I don't know how many hits down air does, but it was the last 2 hits. He has a small lead here. Daisy's, or not a small lead, but like a medium-sized lead that Peach is trying to take. I thought she just side beat Ryu off the side, but we won't see anything that fancy from Peach, at least not right now. Shoryuken hits. Okay, I just want to say, Shoryuken was performed here. I can't really go over there, but it was like a little bit to the right of this, and it hit Peach here. So that's definitely working hitbox, I guess. Shoryuken does kind of go through the platform, so it does make sense. It's a lot worse on Battlefield because of the slope on the side. Like, you get hit in the center of Battlefield almost. Ooh, forward air. Oh, I guess that was Goose Layer. Because forward air has a little bit of a different animation, but Goose Layer for Ryu, it's going to take the stock. So now you will have to fight Peach's Echo Fighter, which is basically just fighting Peach a second time to advance to semifinals. But first we have Donkey Kong versus Mewtwo in round 2, battle 1. And we do listen to Cornelia on Lilat, so that's good. Thought it wasn't going to be Cornelia at first. Donkey Kong doing a dash dance to start off the match. It's definitely one of the better dash dances that I've seen. And ends about 30 seconds after it started. If this match reached like 1 hour and it was just Donkey Kong dash dancing, I actually wouldn't be mad. But yeah, it seems like they are trying to fight now. Donkey Kong still hasn't been hit. It's gotten a lot of damage out on YouTube. With a 102.8% lead. We could definitely see a 0 to death from Donkey Kong. And we do see it, so it's the first 0 to death in CPU tournament history, I believe. I love Mewtwo finally getting him some hits, so Donkey Kong doesn't get the phase either. Mewtwo SDs without special though, so it's definitely not how you want to go out. Knocks Donkey Kong to 52.9%, Donkey Kong on first stock, Mewtwo on tournament stock. This definitely is not going to look too good for Mewtwo. I thought Mewtwo just up special again at 0 SD. Yeah, it seems like Donkey Kong's dash dance at the beginning has intimidated Mewtwo a little, where Mewtwo is kind of shook. The Gorilla Punch definitely intimidates, so it's the first major hit that we've seen from the tournament. Connect, but similar to like a Falcon Punch or I think we actually seen a knee, but I believe that was actually against Bowser in the pre-contest champions, so. Donkey Kong sitting at 144.6%, Mewtwo at 79.3%. We could see Mewtwo get a reverse restock, though it'd be pretty difficult to pull off, especially against his Donkey Kong. And he is kind of going wrong, but yeah, parries the up smash, and down smash lands through Wilat's platforms. You really don't like to see that happen between Mewtwo, because that hitbox actually made no sense. Mewtwo is the 5th lightest character in the game, though, so it was a pretty easy kill for Donkey Kong. I believe that was the first match under 2 minutes for this tournament. Yeah, Donkey Kong definitely was a strong competitor against Mewtwo. Mewtwo did SD on that second stock at 0%, which definitely wasn't the best idea. Now we have Simon versus Blue Mr. Game & Watch. We need to watch out for Cloud though. Cloud can very easily come out of nowhere and try and get a kill for whoever higher class kill Captain Falcon. So definitely need to be watching for that. Game & Watch actually has a 7.8% lead here. I guess it's really 6.1%, but it's now a 1% lead almost. Or no, Simon actually had a 1% lead. But Game & Watch chased it back. Gets a jab out of the weak hit of neutral air, I believe. Put Holy Water into angle down forward tilt. Or angle down forward air. Definitely get some damage there for Simon. Blue's not looking too great at the beginning of this fight. A 9 could make the difference there. Whoever wins this will have to fight Donkey Kong in semifinals. Definitely won't be the best fight for him, as Donkey Kong definitely not going to be an easy person to defeat. And I definitely could see Donkey Kong being able to win this tournament. Although we can't really count Blue out, as he is kind of making a comeback here at 166% against Simon, although Simon's forward smash will take it. But it was the tip of the whip. Game & Watch's forward smash takes Simon's stock though, so now they're kind of even. Game & Watch at 20.6%, Simon at 0%, both on their second stock. Game & Watch forward airs into, I guess that was a footstool against Simon. Simon at 58.9%, Game & Watch at 64.8%. Dash attack from Blue. Weak hit of neutral air into jab again. Simon barely unable to recover there. If he wouldn't have down special, because Game & Watch really wasn't going to do anything, then yeah, he would have been able to recover. But Game & Watch kind of did a pop-off there with the dash attack, if you just noticed. After killing Simon. Game & Watch barely living that. Still has his one stock lead. Simon at 51 or 67.1% on his tournament stock. This would definitely be a pretty bad loss for Simon to lose to someone like Blue Game & Watch. But we could see it happen at this rate. This Game & Watch is still alive somehow at 174.5%. Just as a stock there, but so does Simon. So I would really say Game & Watch got a 2 stock. And Blue will have to fight Donkey Kong in semifinals, which I never thought I would see Game & Watch make it to semifinals. Now we have Villager versus Shulk though. These matches are certainly hard to become a lot faster now that we've eliminated all of the slower characters, I guess. They're not 4-minute and 3-minute matches anymore. I guess that's the problem with round 1 and why it lasts so long, is because it's all 4-minute matches of characters trying to play campy. On Final Destination though, you won't really be able to camp, as you can see from Villager's performance here against Shulk. So definitely getting in a lot of damage, but the villagers now camping behind the tree and just void rocking the tree over and over again. Schultz down smash actually does take it though. Switches over to Buster to get in some damage. If you don't know, Buster increases Schultz's damage output, but lowers his knockback for the damage. So. Every one of Schultz's arts has a negative side effect as well as a positive side effect. Some of them aren't that obvious, like Buster. You wouldn't think that did more damage. I don't really know what I would think it would do, but some of them are, like jump and speed and smash. Or I guess smash really doesn't make that much sense because smash increases knockback, and you would think it would increase the damage of smash attacks or something like that, but no, it just increases the knockback buttons. It also makes it where Schultz takes more knockback, so you do need to be careful whenever you use smash. Make sure that you want a pretty high percent and you won't get knocked around too much. Although it doesn't look like Schultz has to worry too much here. Does air dodge directly into White Rocket, which I probably done, so I can't really blame Schultz for doing that. Tries the 2-frame villager with the down smash, although it doesn't connect. Villager lands the up tilt though. He'll got 112.4% first stock villager on his tournament stock, and he'll help with the Schultz up smash. Switches over to Buster for some damage. Definitely not a bad way to start a match. Switching to Buster to get a lot of damage. You can also do combos with Buster at low percent due to its super knockback, although I believe that was down smash actually took it for Villager. So Villager takes his first stock. If I was down smash or down tilt, I don't really know. I'm gonna lose to Villager because I don't play Villager that much. Because I hate Villager, but yeah, the third Void Rocket doesn't connect. Neither does the fourth, although Schultz is kind of playing carefully around them, so it is allowing Villager to give him some damage, although Schultz getting a combo there, almost lands out there. Another neutral air from Schultz. Tries a side special, although it doesn't connect, and the side smash hits the Void Rocket, but Villager shields it so that way it doesn't do any damage. Down air from Villager with the full turtles does connect. Side special doesn't, neither does up tilt though. Schultz really just needs to switch to smash at this point to try and take Villager's stock as quickly as possible because Villager could get a comeback here this week. Schultz really can't seem to do the damage to Villager. The backslash does connect. Now Schultz switches to smash. Forward smash doesn't connect. Neither does up smash. Both of those definitely would have killed Villager at 90%, even though they would be center stage. It would be due to Schultz smash art. Up smash was able to take it even without the smash art, so Schultz is advancing to semifinals. He was the only person able to give Captain Falcon a loss, so maybe whoever hired Cloud to kill Falcon should have hired Schultz. And now we have Daisy versus Ryu in round 2 to go to semifinals against Schultz. Then whoever wins that will fight whoever wins the semifinals on the left side of bracket. Ryu had an early lead there, although Daisy was able to get a comeback. This is the second fight with Peach, pretty much, because Peach and Daisy have no differences other than like animations, and they are Peach and Daisy, so they're going to be a little bit different in appearance, but that's pretty much the only difference. Like, they have all the same moves, they do all the same amounts of damage, and they all come out at the same rate. The only thing that's different is the animation for Peach is hearts, and the animation for Daisy is black. And then obviously Peach looks like Peach and Daisy looks like Daisy. But Daisy actually does not have to lead here. Daisy was able to get a comeback in the last, or I guess in round 1 actually. So we could see another comeback, which would actually need to happen. Down tilt to Shoryuken and is able to take it to Ryu though. is unable to counter Ryu's down special, but is able to counter down tilt. Daisy at 21.4% on the second stock, Ryu at 119.1% at the first stock. Statement is now showing the spectators and converted into Skyform. And we're probably now starting to get up and walk around in the air for some reason. But he literally walks around in the air, because it makes sense, I guess. Ryu actually lost his stock there when I was watching Statement just walk around in the air. So Daisy at 90.8% though, not seeming to be able to get a hit on Ryu in the second stock. He now has a 90.8% disadvantage against Ryu. If I were Daisy, I would try and knock out Ryu, try and get him off stage and then start spamming down special to try and get a couple times, or just start, or like the skip straight up or whatever. Although forward smash from Ryu was able to take the stock from Daisy. My low kick is also going in the background as a spectator. Daisy's down smash is able to do a bit on Ryu. We could see Daisy get a comeback start, but it seems like she's actually doing it now. I was going to see she wasn't able to do it due to Ryu getting in a lot of damage. And she actually takes the stock, so now she's only at a 26.2% disadvantage, although it now turns into a 50. The combo does not connect on Daisy. We could see Daisy make a comeback here against Ryu. This is Ryu's second fight with a Peach-like character, as I mentioned before, so we could also see Ryu win once again. Down air from Daisy does connect. I thought Ryu actually hit the down air spike, so that's going to be kind of impressed. So if we don't really see a lot of spikes in this championship, unless they're from Captain Falcon. Daisy tries to disrespect with the footstool, although it doesn't really work. It definitely would have been a very easy way for Daisy to take the set, although Daisy could still take the set even though she's at 144.9% and Ryu's at 98.1%. A forward air from Daisy at the ledge could definitely take the stock, though she goes for the down air. I guess as disrespect, I don't really know. But yeah, Ryu's, I believe that was back air, was untech with it, so Daisy did get kind of hit off the stage there and die. That was another 4-minute match, so hopefully the rest of these matches won't be that long, but there's not really that much more to see. There's only 4 more matches. We have Donkey Kong versus Blue Mr. Game & Watch, and then we have Shulk versus Ryu. Whoever wins this game has to fight whoever wins Shulk versus Ryu in finals, and that will be it.
2, 1, go!
Yeah, our Blue actually misses a 9 there. That could have been the first 9 in the tournament. I would think that this would be a Donkey Kong counter pick to go. Misses another 9 due to Donkey Kong Shield, but yeah, to go to Battlefield, I believe Donkey Kong would want to go here over Final Destination or any other stage. Donkey Kong lands the back air. Has a bit of lead against against Blue at about a 29% lead. Or 31% lead. Although we can't really count Blue out as we have seen him make a comeback before. Donkey Kong definitely is an opponent that you don't want to be in a disadvantaged state against. So you see an 8 from Game 1. It could have been a 9, but it's just an 8. Didn't really see a follow-up off of it though. Game 1 takes the lead by about 1%, although I believe that an up air takes it. So Donkey Kong's now the second stock as well as Game Watch. So Blue and Donkey Kong are both at 2 stocks, 0%. See a bit of a combo from Game Watch. Doesn't do that much damage. We see a third 9 miss from Game Watch though. I feel like he has to hit 1 by the end of this tournament. if he lands at final stock and they're both at like 100%, or Donkey Kong's at 0%, Game Watch is at like 150%, that would be insane. We definitely could see that happen though, a little up tilt takes the stock from Game & Watch, so Donkey Kong definitely at a pretty big advantage here against Game & Watch. And 9 definitely would be able to get rid of the advantage, although it'd get pretty hard punished if it wasn't a 9. Game & Watch is able to do a lot of damage without trying to resort to 9s though. Down tilt 2 frames, Game & Watch there, but Game & Watch is still able to recover due to being at a pretty low percent. At least for down tilt to be at the 2 frame range. Blitz was the 6, so there wasn't really a need to carry that from Donkey Kong, although definitely allowed him to get a pretty decent punish. This would be the point where I would start trying to do a 9 if I was Game & Watch, although Jab does take the kill against Donkey Kong. They're both on their tournament stocks with Game & Watch at 127.6%. If Game & Watch actually lands a 9 here, as I had said earlier, he'd be pretty high. Definitely would not want to be in Donkey Kong's position at that moment. And he is able to land it, so yeah, you really have to feel bad for Donkey Kong. As Game & Watch kinda got incredibly lucky. I'm not even gonna lie. I believe that was commentator's curse. Donkey Kong was actually on a really good roll. Especially after the game of Mushu. A 9 just kinda stops all momentum, I guess. Even if it's missed, it just feels really bad to miss, and it makes you get off your momentum if you have momentum. And like if you do a Game & Watch combo and then it ends in a 1, and you were trying to end in like a 9 or at least like a 6 or something like that, and it ends in a 1, then you're pretty disappointed, I guess. I would definitely not be disappointed if I was Shulk, although Ryu did get magnet hands for some reason, so Shulk did not get magnet hands though, and actually SDs. Forward air from Shulk. Definitely going to be able to get a pretty easy kill, although Ryu's actually able to recover. Shulk gets a footstool at the bottom and is able to recover. So that was definitely a really smart way to get the stock back that he had lost. Both of them at 2 stocks now. Both are playing off stage a lot, which really isn't good for either of them, because both of them have a pretty bad recovery. Shulk's is definitely significantly better due to jump art, speed art, but Ryu definitely needs to be careful playing off stage. He does have a magnet hand for some reason though, so. Up smash was blocked by Ryu there, so Shulk actually takes the lead by about 5% and hits the flame Hadouken Ryu with the floor there. Forward smash when Shulk's able to take the stock, so Shulk's actually made a pretty good comeback after SDing. That will take the stock. Down special was fully charged and Shulk kind of just ran directly into it. Wasn't the best idea. It's 2 frame with down tilt, although Shoryuken have magnet hands, and then Shulk once again footstooled at the bottom of the level, although this time Ryu was able to up B. Still didn't work though. So now we will see Shulk versus Blue, Mr. Game & Watch, in finals. I definitely didn't expect to see Blue Mr. Game & Watch in finals, but we could see another 9 from Blue Mr. Game & Watch, or 2. He could just get 3 9s in a row and just instantly win the tournament and get the first JV4 in like Smash Ultimate history pretty much.
3, 2, 1,
at Town and City for finals of this tournament number 4. He does get an 8% lead though. Okay, Game & Watch definitely in a position to be able to get a JB4. Okay, never mind. Lands forward air, surprisingly. Forward air literally has like no priority. I'm pretty sure even Bowser's special can get rid of the forward air, so you have to watch out for that. So kind of starting to get some momentum, although Game & Watch could instantly ruin it with a 9. You never really know. Forward air did take it though. Game & Watch was prepared with the jab in case it didn't know. Grabs during Schultz counter. Forward air not able to take it for Schultz. Up air into up air was not able to take it for Game & Watch though. Definitely getting a lot of combos here. And it's pretty close on getting the kill with that up air. It keeps sending them like right underneath the blast zone. So one or two more up airs would have definitely been able to take it. If Shulk would have had Smash Art to quit, then it definitely would have been able to take it. Mr. Game & Watch at 0% second stock, Shulk at 82.9% second stock left. He does have Buster equipped, so he was able to get a lot of damage while it was equipped. Alright, I'm gonna activate really quick. Carries the up tilt. And Punisher little forward air. So Game & Watch got a lot of damage from that. The one definitely not going to be able to take the stock. Back air also unable to take the stock. Short pushes to jump to be able to recover. And dash attack is actually the one that takes it. Game & Watch doesn't parry the second hit of down smash, so it was able to poke through shield. Luckily the platform is there for Shulk to be able to get onto it. Backslash almost takes the stock there, but Shulk does have Smash Art equipped, so Game & Watch needs to play carefully, although now they're both their tournament stock, 0%. Game & Watch with a 16.3% lead. We could still see Shulk win this tournament. He was able to defeat Captain Falcon, so if he is able to win this tournament, he would be able to get vengeance on Captain Falcon for that game. I mean, for the championship where Vanderbilt actually won, so. Although, Game & Watch barely misses a 9. He's able to parry the up smash from Shulk. I'm pretty sure the up smash would have killed. If Shulk would have switched to jump art, he actually wouldn't have been able to make that. Thus, he had speed. But backslash does take it, and Shulk is able to win at 136.9%. That was definitely a last hit game.
Got a good rhythm going.
Blue was definitely pretty close being able to get the win. Though he doesn't really seem too mad about losing. But somebody that Captain Falcon defeated could be. Captain Falcon defeated like 14 people, so that is a lot of people that would want to hurt Falcon. Guess we'll never know who will, or who tried to hire Cloud until later in the series. But yeah, that is all that I have time for, because it is now, what time? 11:24. And I'm kind of tired, so I'm just going to end the stream here. I'll probably upload this to YouTube tomorrow, actually, so that way I have... Or, I guess I'll upload this tomorrow, and then have the other offline video that I did for Tuesday. So, if this does come out tomorrow... I mean, if this comes out Tuesday, then you'll know that I switched that around. I'm not really sure on the order that I want to do it, but I do want this... Or I guess I'll do the CPU tournament first. So, yeah, I guess I hope to see everyone in the next stream after surgery, so... It could be tomorrow, or it could be the next day, it just depends on how I feel.